Hello, and thank you for joining Only in Sedona Yoga for this Hatha Vinyasa to Restorative flow. These flows are basic, have a little bit of everything, and are suitable for newcomers to yoga and those using their program as part of their healing therapy. Please grab any blocks, blankets, straps, or other props you might like, and let's talk to our mats. All right, beautiful yogi, this flow begins on your hands and knees, so go ahead and take a tabletop position on your mat and just begin moving with your breath as you do some even cat-cows, inhaling for a count of 5 and exhaling for a count of 5. Use these first few quiet moments of your practice to check in with yourself. Maybe do a quick body scan. How are you feeling? Perhaps recite a simple mantra to help you shut out the outside world and draw your awareness inward. Perhaps just focusing on the counting of your breath. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, and exhaling 2, 3, 4. Give me a few more here as you form a silent intention for your practice and get into yourself. And then come to a neutral spine. Walk your hands out a few inches, curl your toes, come into your first down dog. And let's take a second to get cozy in this pose and adjust it. So bend your knees, lift your fanny a little taller, drop them down, and let's once again unite breath and body. Taking one breath as you bend one leg, look under the other arm, and then do that to the other side. Walking out your dog for a few breaths here. And bringing both heels into a full down dog for a few breaths. Before walking it forward to the front of your mat. And letting yourself just dangle, tick-tock it out here. So swing back and forth. Gradually open up that low back. Keep your knees nice and soft. And you've had enough. Come rolling slowly up to stand, being loving on that back. Lift your palms overhead, maybe even take a slight crescent lean back. Before bringing your hands to heart center, to speak your intention for your practice, or you can borrow mine. I talk to my mat to renew my body, mind, and spirit. And let's flow through a Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Begin by lifting yourself an inch taller. And then walk down the legs. You might even want to use blocks here, right in front of you, to assist in your forward fold. That's a great option if you have low back problems. Or you can just come into a forward fold, let yourself collapse. Before raising up to a flat spine, and then bending your knees to place your hands flat, step back into a plank, the top of a push-up. You can drop your knees if you like the chaturanga, or come on down feeling your strength and let your belly rest. We're going to take a cobra. So push up. I'm going to show you this cobra variation. You can do this instead of an up dog anytime you do a sun salutation A in any of our flows. Then just for a little variety, we're going to push back through a child's pose before coming into our down dog. So push back and come rounding up and flatten your spine. Press into your down dog. Stay here with me, breathe with me. Oh, well, we're going to do some lovely triangles today. So let's walk it forward first. Let's finish our sun salutation A by coming up to a flat spine before collapsing, rounding it up, looking up as our palms touch, and bringing it to heart center. And let's use that sun salutation A as the basis for the next part of our flow. So inhale up again, exhale, take it down, inhale to a flat spine, exhale, step or hop it back through your chaturanga, inhaling to a cobra or up dog. This is an up dog, I'll show you this option, and exhaling to your down dog. Now from here, take your left leg, lift it up. It does not have to go this high. You might be here, but you can open through that hip a little bit. So go ahead and play with that. Maybe make some circles. Feel that hip open. And then bring this on through about 3/4 of the way. Pivot your back foot to 45 degrees. Come up, stick out this hip. You might want to place a block right here. Otherwise, slide into triangle, holding where you're comfortable, which might be here. You might be taking the toe, whichever works for your body. Now we're going to have a slight directional change next, going that way, so pay attention. First, we're going front and center. So come up, exhale as you collapse it down. Inhale yourself up to a peace sign. Exhale, relax. Inhale to a peace sign on the other side. Exhale, relax. Inhale, come all the way up to center. Readjust your feet. Now turn this back toe out so that it's facing that way. Helicopter your body and take a revolve triangle. Again, you might want to use a block here. You might be holding right here. Wherever's good. If you can come all the way, that's great. But it's not necessary. And it's not an indication that you are inflexible. It is not. Everyone's body configuration is slightly different. Your bones, muscles, ligaments, tendons. So please don't judge your practice off me or what anyone else does. Do what feels good for your body. And with that, come on up front and center again. This time as you go down, grab the outside of that back foot. Take a wide leg variation this way. And then come up and get that to the other side. And then we're going to be going back front to the front of our mat. So come on up. Dive it down to a low lunge. Open it up right here. Reach, reach, reach. And then step it back to plank. Flow through your vinyasa. So chaturanga down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Hold here. Breathe. And then just come walking it forward to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat spine before collapsing. Rounding it up to the top. Looking up, palms touch. Exhale to heart center. Inhaling up for yet another vinyasa as we get that to the other side. Exhale. Surrender it down. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, step or hop back into your plank. through your chaturanga into your cobra up dog, and then meeting me in your down dog. Now you won't see me for a little bit here, but that's okay. You're going to lift your right leg up this time, bend it open, play with the opening of that hip before bringing it through just about 3/4, pivot that back foot 45 degrees, stick out this hip, arms come out, place a block down if you'd like, or just come in a triangle, whatever works for your body. And then come up, coast center, collapsing with an exhale. Inhale it up. Exhale, collapse. Inhale it up. Exhale, collapse. Inhale, come all the way up. Adjust your feet if you need to. Point this toe on the back side directly out. Helicopter your body. Take that revolve triangle wherever it works. If you're all the way down or you're up here, it doesn't matter. And then bring yourself up wide. In your wide leg, take the outside of that back foot first. Deepen that stretch. And then just come on up. Get that to the other side. And then come on up, going back to the front of your mat. So come down into your low lunge. Open it up here, reach, reach, reach. And then bring that leg back. Flow through your vinyasa. I'm going to come all the way down. I'm going to take our cobra variation this time with that little bonus child's pose. Before meeting in the down dog. And from here, we're just going to walk it forward to sit. So walk forward, bringing your feet through, and coming to sit. Right here. Go ahead and grab, if you have a bolster, you can grab a bolster. If you have a sweater, you can grab that too. It's a chilly day here in Sedona. And we're going to go into our seated forward fold. I'm going to use my bolster to remind me to keep my back straight. And I'm going to lift up super, super tall. And as I lean forward, I am keeping my back straight and reaching toward my toes. Now, if you don't have any lumbar problems, feel free to collapse. Feel free to do that. If you are like me and have degenerative disc, really focus on lifting up and away from that hip joint and keeping that back straight and focusing the stretch on the insertion of the hamstring where it meets your gluteus maximus and medius, all those big muscles of your glutes there. And as we move into more restorative stretches, begin to deepen your breathing. And please remember, if any of these poses give you physical or mental discomfort, you are free to exit out. Take child's pose or an easy sukhasana seat. Focus on your breath. And doing a little bit more opening, but switching. We're going to come out, taking our straddle. So spread your legs nice and wide. If you have a bolster, you can keep it in front of you or maybe some blocks. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Same rule applies. You want to lift up and out from those hips As you slowly come forward here and breathe, maybe focusing on the count of your breath again, maybe reciting a mantra, maybe rolling side to side, playing with the stretch, whatever feels good. This is your healing time. Take another few breaths here. And then come on up. And we're going to take it down for some supine stretches. Keep your bolster handy. And then support yourself going back, rolling yourself down. I'm going to give you the option here. We're going to do a supine pigeon. You can simply cross the leg. This might be enough for some of you here. If not, you can start to lift up. And if you like, you can take your bolster, can place it under your hips. Changes the angle of the stretch slightly. Using props isn't about competition. Nothing about yoga is about competition. It's all about curiously exploring your body, stretching it, moving it in new ways, being playful. We forget, and I don't know what happens between the ages of 18 and 65 that makes us unlearn the wisdom that we had as children. But think about when you were a kid. You loved to move your body. And there's no reason that you have to lose that love of moving your body. We are designed by nature to move. It's good for us. It benefits our bodies, our minds, our souls. And when you've had enough of this one, come down, cross your legs just like you were sitting in an office chair. Here you might want to have the bolster to catch your knees, and then just let them fall to the side as you open your arms out. And with infinite love, come on up. And just take that supine pigeon to the other side. So you're going to cross the other leg over. Come on back. And when you've had enough of this one, just let those legs cross like you're in an office chair. Open your arms, twist to the side. You can let your gaze go the other direction if that's comfortable for you. And when you're quite done and you feel well stretched, please go ahead and take a few moments to recline in Shavasana. You might place your bolster beneath your knees and just let everything fall open here as you breathe. And gently, yogi, wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch overhead, maybe try to get an inch taller before removing that bolster if you have it. Rolling onto your side, sitting yourself up with infinite care and gentleness. And let's conclude by sealing our practice. Take one final deep breath before bringing your hands to your forehead for clarity of thought, your lips for kindness of speech, and your heart in gratitude for your practice. We at Only in Sedona Yoga are so grateful for you. Please help us to grow by subscribing. Interact with us in the comments. Please let us know what you'd like to see more of. Thank you.